take away for questions. Jacob.
Q, I'm gonna start with you. Just how do you feel like you've integrated yourself?
I feel like I did that by in practice I hustle hard, rebound. I just try to bring the energy that the team needs, do the little things that matter. Try to make an impact as a freshman, not by just scoring and doing flashy, just by doing the dog work.
Where's that energy come from?
I would just say always I played, so I was younger, so I always played up. And when you're younger, they don't want to pass you the ball, so you gotta get it how you get it.
With you being the only freshman on the team, did that experience of you playing younger help with you kind of integrating in this group?
Also, in the leadership of the guys who are already here, they helped me too.
Did you ever think about maybe quitting basketball and going on tour with Waka Flocka?
No, I definitely didn't think about that.
All right. I was just wondering, 'cause I saw some videos.
Good question, thank you.
How much older would you play up?
I just played up just a year older. So 5th grade, my team was kind of bad, and my 6th grade team was kind of bad. So I was a good player. So coaches got together and thought it was a good idea for me to play up.
Woody, how is this? Go ahead.
What's it like being the social aspect of being the only freshman? I mean, I guess you don't have your class to go out and do stuff with or see the campus with. What's that like, kind of being the only guy there?
I mean, sometimes it's kind of fun because everybody want to get to know you because you're a freshman and you're only freshman. But then sometimes kind of boring because don't nobody know you, so you just be standing next to everybody like Chris Harris, Woody, and a 7-footer. So, you know, it has its ups and downs, but overall it's good.
Woody, last season we talked about some maturing that you felt like you had to do. Where do you feel like you're at with that?
I feel like I've done a real good job maturing over this last year and a half since I've been here, just changing my body language, always trying to have a good attitude, and just not trying questions what the coaches state, because I might have had a tendency of questioning them, just knowing they wouldn't tell me nothing wrong. They're just here to help me get better, because if I get better, I help the team, and if I help the team, we win. So I feel like I've done a real good job in maturing in that aspect.
With Keelan leaving and then Russell Harrison didn't make it here, you're kind of the last stretch four that's here. Do you kind of see that as an opportunity that hey, there's minutes out there for me if I can take advantage of it?
Absolutely. Me and the coaches have been talking about that since the transfer portal started hitting last year. They was you can take advantage of it. It's just all about what you do. If you put in the work and show us that you deserve that spot, then it's going to be yours, So day by day, I still got to work and make sure, show them every day that I deserve that spot,
Are you more comfortable in the system now?
Absolutely. I feel like I was comfortable last year. We just had a real deep team, and like I said, I had some times where I wasn't mature last year, where Coach Mike might not have trust me, but now I feel like I'm comfortable with everything, and I've been maturing over this year, so I feel like I'm in a real good spot right now.
Stretching back over the last months period, is there anything specific that you maybe got together with the coaches or tried to work on specifically?
Defense. Because I'm 6'8", I feel like I'm pretty agile and I can move from my side. So being able to switch 1 through 4 and being able to be a lockdown defender at multiple positions, I feel like that's a big thing they want me to focus on for this upcoming season.
What kind of energy is Q bringing?
Q's the energy bringer. As a freshman, I wouldn't expect it, but he brings the most energy on the team. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He always have a smile on his face. He always going hard. He always trying to be first at everything we do. Q, he's a spark of the team right now. Yeah.
Q, has it lived up to your expectations? Is it what you thought it would so far, college basketball?
It's way more than what I thought it was, because so my cousin, he played at Arkansas, and then he was there when it was COVID, so he was just telling me how he felt like COVID took a lot of fun away from him. So I just look for it as you just go day by day and then live the best you can make out of it.
We've heard a number of stories about summer boot camp. What was that for you guys?
Summer boot camp or fall boot camp?
Let's hear it from both.
Fall boot camp was crazy.
Yeah.
What? 15 laps with bricks? Man. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. I would say overall, fall boot camp was the hardest thing I've experienced as a basketball player, and I got hurt. And before my senior season, I bounced back with that. For our boot camp, it was no joke. I wouldn't wish that on nobody.
Well, Q, you said how hard it was, but Chris Harrison here a couple weeks ago said that you guys, after you got done running, got back in the locker room and you were hooping, hollering, touching the ceiling. I started all the same to you at 5 in the morning. So
I just always got energy. Like what he said, I'm a spark. I always got energy from when the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep.
Mike, go ahead.
Chris need to speak by himself because I was hurting after that. I was in my bed for about 2-3 days after that.
Q, Mike has always made it really hard on freshmen. How hard has it been for you to adjust?
I'll say coming into the summer, it was very, very, very hard because you got all these people who've been here 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. They got a lot of experience, and I'm just coming in freshman, and then I'm just throwing me in a lava. I can't do nothing about it. So over time, I feel like I've got better with the speed, knowing how to, help down on defense, knowing how to rotate, just the small things that Coach Mike really want from a young person.
Q, we talked to the other newcomers a couple weeks ago, and neither one of them had ever played with a 7-footer or anyone like Musa. Have you ever played with anyone like Musa before?
All right, so people don't know that Johan Trace from Auburn, that's like my dog. Like, yeah, me and him go. So when he came from Prolific Prep, I feel like him and Musa have the same type of game. They always hustling on offense and defense, and they try to block everything. So he's not 7 foot, but he's 6'10", but he played like a 7-footer. So I compare him to a 7-footer.
Woody, in some of the practices I've stuck around for, it seems like you're working with the guards more than you were last year. What's the big difference in doing that?
I feel like I'm a mismatch nightmare when it comes to certain aspects, like, because I can shoot the ball. Also, like, if I got a slower defender on me, I feel like I could drive by him, so the coaches, like, have really been, like, pressing me about that as well. Like, just don't settle for threes because, you could be more than just a shooter. Like, take advantage, get to the rim, or create plays for others. So, I've been working with the guards a lot.
Last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, I think it was Musa who said this team feels more like a family than a team.
Yes.
Because of what they had to do with last year. Do you feel the same way?
100%. Like, it's just always, like, we really just connected. Like last year, it was cliques, like, throughout the team. But this year, it's like, if one go out, we all go out, Like, it's always joke, smile. Like, it's just, like, really togetherness. And, like, I feel like a part of that is, like, a lot of players had a big egos last year. I feel like this team doesn't have too much egos. Like, everybody just want to play their role, and it's been able to help us connect better, So, yeah.
When you talk about last year like that, was there some humbleness that some people had to accept last year?
Yes. People had to, like, realize that they couldn't be the star player that they wanted to be. They just had to buy into their roles, but they didn't want to buy into that. So, like, it caused problems internally in the team and stuff like that, which made us lose games that we shouldn't have, So, but this team, it has none of that. So we just keep trying to build on that every day. Like, don't let the darkness creep in our circle, and just keep the goals that we have in sight, to keep pushing towards those.
And Q, I think it was Mike also said that you have a lot of big brothers on the team. Do you feel that way?
Oh yeah. Like Avery Anderson. So far, Avery Anderson, Chris Harris, and KB, they're just like, they just really just took me in as a little brother. Like, anytime I need something, I could for sure call them. Like, one time I was stranded here, I needed some food, and Avery woke up out of sleep, took me to get some food. So that showed me that a lot, that they trust me and they here as a family.
How exciting is it for you guys to, maybe not you so much, Q, but watching Chris last year struggle with injuries and
Right.
kind of before struggle with injuries, how exciting is it to have him as a 100% member of the team this year?
I can't wait to see Chris get on the court. Like I've been here with Chris for a year and a half now. Like, he's hands down one of the hardest workers on the team. Like, he really wants it. Like, he loves basketball so much. So I really want him to succeed this season and get everything that he's worked for. So every day I'm just continue to motivate him, even if he has bad days. Because I want to see him succeed as much as anybody on the team.
Woody, how much has the shooting improved in your mind for the team?
For the team, man, shooting has improved tremendously. Oh my God, like, everybody on the court, like 1 through 4, can shoot the ball, even 5s. You know, like coaches are fine with KB, Reek, and Moose to shooting open 3s if they have it. So you know that just shows like that we've been in the gym, you know, just working on it. And like Caleb Asbury shot 40% from 3 last year. John Michael, you know, of course you got Avery Anderson, BT, me, everybody can shoot. So like one of our goals this year was to lead the Big 12 in made 3s, and that's a goal that we know we can accomplish with the team we got this year.
What's changed shooting wise? Not necessarily just the addition of those guys you mentioned, but what's changed for the guys that are back?
I feel like everybody was really in the gym this summer. You know, I feel like everybody was really like dedicated on perfecting their craft. You know, so I feel like that just like showed like the like that has helped the improvement of our shooting. You know, so that's gonna be a big part of our game this year, making shots, making 3s. You know, and that's something Coach Mike preached to us about that. Like we need to make shots. So we took that into consideration. We just really worked on it this whole summer and fall, you know, so we ready to show it this November through March.
Woody, I feel like Barry Hinson is one of the funniest people I've ever been around. Do you miss having that around at all?
Yeah, he was kind of like the spark before Q got here, you know, like he would always like put a smile on our face, you know, encourage us, you know, just like he would bring like a bunch of energy to our practices, like when he knew we needed it. Like every team has like one of them bad days, but Coach Henson used to be that spark for us, so yeah, I miss having Coach Henson around.
Q, have you heard that you're kind of that new spark? Like what have you heard about Barry Hinson?
I've been here in the summer, at the beginning of the summer, so I experienced a little bit with him. He's always, he always got a smile on his face, and then we joke about him because he always, wherever shirt he wear, he always tuck it in his shorts, so it's good having him around.
Well, he's an old guy. I mean, that's kind of what
The
you
gym
do.
shorts, though.
Have you guys worked at all with him in his new role as part of this NIL thing at all?
Actually, me and Q had an NIL deal, what was that, about a month ago?
Yeah.
About a month ago, and Coach Henson set that up for us, so we have been able to work with him in that aspect.
What's that like working with him in that new role?
You know, just that he's willing to help us, you know, with the new situation at NIL, you know, it's just been good that he had us in mind to do that, so it's been good, and I really appreciate it.
And he's also hands-on because, like, before the NIL meeting, he came and had a sit-down with me and Woody about what we needed to do, how for us to accept the money, how to we talk to the people, just the simple things that we needed. He sat down and talked to us about it.
Yeah.
Refresh my memory. Which NIL deal was that he helped you guys out with?
Sports lab. We had it was like showing the kids the technical about shooting the ball, dribbling the ball, the reason for having the high arc.
Yeah, it was like a scientific method towards basketball, and it was pretty interesting. You know, like what angle you need to shoot the ball, you know, how much power you need to use to shoot the ball, things of that sort. You know, and it was new to me, so it was interesting working with them.
Is that maybe why the shooting's improving a little bit, like scientific approach?
I added some of it to my game, you know, so yeah, I feel like it's been a big part of it. It helped. Yeah.
Anything else?